Today we did a pursuit time trial open water swim with Caitlin getting a 45-second head start from Colin. Colin getting 45 seconds in deficit of Caitlin, and then I started 7 minutes behind Caitlin, and the goal was for each of us to catch the person in front of us. And what happened today?
I thought Fridays were rest days. What the hell is this?
We did 3 laps around the Quarry Lake, which is almost equivalent to the half Ironman distance. I got 2,235 yards on my watch, which is probably pretty accurate. It's about 750 yards one loop around. And so with Colin here, I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to do an actual race distance open water swim.
84-degree temp was a little warm, but it makes it bearable jumping in on this frigid, coldest morning in Austin of this year. 62 degrees. But no, that swim felt good. Yeah, a little slow. There's a little current in the water, which made coming back a little slower. But knowing that made it not so bad, being aware of it. In the past, when I knew that we would be coming to the Quarry to do some open water swimming, I would honestly dread it. Swimming in the Quarry in any open water is honestly not my favorite thing to do. But I'm actually kind of excited about doing this swim. It shows that I'm gaining confidence in the water. Maybe not necessarily getting better, but certainly is something to be said to have confidence.
Sherpa Derper, reporting for duty. Throwing off people's sighting, apparently. It's not my fault. The wind took me this way.
When we have come out to the Quarry in the past, it typically was swim a loop, come to the dock, have some water, chit-chat a little bit, and do another loop. I think this is probably only the second time I have ever swam 3 loops continuously. I'm pretty excited about that. I felt like it went really well considering the conditions.
The pool that I normally swim at leaves something to be desired. It's close to my house, but the trade-off is I'm often battling for a lane with the middle school swim team or retired folks that are there to do aqua fitness. So to go from that to this giant Quarry Lake, yeah, I was excited. Even after Tiffany said we were there to swim 3 laps of it at race pace. Our path was to swim along the perimeter of the lake from floating dock to floating dock. The sun was in our eyes for about half of each loop, so it made sighting kind of tricky, especially since we didn't have any of those big buoys that normally are out on actual race days. But overall, when I looked at my GPS route in Strava, I was pretty pleasantly surprised how each circle was just about on top of the one prior to it. Not only was it nice to ditch the indoor pool, the school swim team, and the aqua fitness people, it was nice to have a change of pace and for all of us to be doing the same swim in the same physical location.
As much as I love swimming, sometimes getting in the open water can be a little bit of a daunting task because you say 750 in the pool. Okay, yeah, sure, that doesn't seem like very far, but when you get out to the Quarry and you look at the duration of the swim and the size of the lake, one loop seems really big and it takes some time, and when you're not pushing off the wall, you don't have rest breaks, it really does make you have to work the entire time. And so I think one of our faults is that we don't get into the open water enough, but when we do get in the open water, we don't swim enough in the open water. So having Colin there was kind of nice because it gave us the chance to just go ahead and bite the bullet and swim 3 loops, half Ironman distance, and have a little fun challenge along the way.
I think back to 2 years ago, and all we knew of each other was just strangers on the internet and random encouraging thoughts. And you think the course of a half Ironman race, 5.5, 6 hours, 6.5 hours, whatever. But, you know, what we have here is everlasting, and that we do this because of the sport and because we love the sport. But it's not about the racing. It's about enjoying these moments that, like I said, we probably wouldn't have come out on a Friday morning and swam 3 laps on our own, but that we're all here.
So it's my fault?
Somewhat enjoying it, somewhat suffering. This is our definition of fun, and it's, again, you know,
It's
moments.
not your fault. It's because we have you to thank.
Oh, okay.
It's all because of Colin that we get to enjoy this open water swim on this glorious morning. The goal was for each of us to catch the person in front of us, and what happened today?
Nobody caught anybody.
Nobody got caught.